From KGW, this is The Good Stuff.
I'm looking forward to the smiles on the faces of all of the kids in the region.
Tonight on The Good Stuff, it's a big week in the Rose City as we head into the biggest stretch of the Rose Festival. Thanks for joining us. I'm Deidre Johnson. This week's festivities kick off tomorrow afternoon with the Junior Parade. Elementary and middle school marching bands will make their way down Northeast Sandy Boulevard from 1 until 3. Organizers say this year could be quite a show.
There is something for everyone. On Wednesday, the Fred Meyer Junior Parade in the Hollywood District, we had so many bands ask to participate this year that we had to look at the timing for the parade and how long it was going to take.
Tomorrow also marks the beginning of Fleet Week. Hundreds of members of the military will be lined up along the waterfront. You can meet them and even tour the ships, but make sure you bring your government ID to pass through security.
The real magic of Fleet Week is that engagement with the sailor, talking to them, hearing their stories. The sailors that are coming here, they're coming from all over the United States. They're excited to come, and they're proud to be here.
The first ship that's scheduled to arrive is a CGC John McCormick from the United States Coast Guard. There will be bridge lifts tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 5:30 as the ships come in to dock. Then on Saturday, the Grand Floral Parade will head down the streets of Northeast Portland from 10 a.m. until noon.
I mean, it's pretty special. I'm home from college, and so it's one of the things that we get to just do together and hang out.
In case you missed it, the Starlight Parade took over the streets of Portland this past Saturday. The unique parade lights up the night with glow-in-the-dark floats and costumes that draw thousands to the parade route. Art Edwards gives us a closer look.
A near-perfect night for a parade in Portland. The Starlight Parade is the first parade of the Portland Rose Festival. It's something people look forward to.
Oh, it's fun. It's kind of the start of the Rose Festival, and been coming here for years. Not every year, but as often as I can.
They even remember some of the things they saw years ago.
Oh gosh, as a kid watching, there used to be a used car group called the Portland Beaters, and they would parade their old beater cars. I remember that.
This parade is filled with colorful floats and lots of lights. That's kind of what the Starlight Parade is all about. The Royal Rosarians always walk the parade route, and then there's the Rose Festival Queen. For a lot of people, the bands are the big attraction, and it can bring back some fond memories.
This is the first time I've seen it as an adult. I used to be in a band and marched it, and now my daughter's here marching in it, so I'm going to watch her go by.
For others, it's a family affair. This father and son have watched together for a few years, and it's always a good time.
It's pretty special. I'm home from college, and so it's one of the things that we get to just do together and hang out.
Watching the Starlight Parade is something a lot of families do together, and it's something they don't want to miss. Art Edwards, KGW News.
And we wanted to highlight one of the really cool floats in the Starlight Parade. Adaptive Sports Northwest partnered with Comcast for a float that showcased both the Olympics and the Paralympics. The Olympics kicks off Friday, July 26th, right here on KGW and NBC. The Paralympics start on August 28th.
It's huge, right? Especially on the Paralympic side. A lot of times folks don't know maybe what the Paralympics are. They're well aware of the Olympics happening in Paris, but the Paralympics happening afterwards. And, for the first time with Comcast covering, all 22 Paralympic sports this summer, it's pretty exciting for all of us to be able to watch. And the community here in Portland is great about, just representing with sports.
Local athletes were having a great time alongside the float, and we, of course, will be cheering them on. Our next story follows an aspiring police officer and one of her role models. We previously spoke with Washington County Sheriff's Deputy Charles Doze about his recovery from a shooting. One viewer reached out letting us know Doze inspired her career choice. Devin Haskins has a look at their special friendship.
For as long as she could remember, a dream grabbed Reagan Cook's imagination and would not let go.
I think every kid thinks that they want to be a firefighter or a police officer at some point. I just never outgrew it.
She went to WSU in Pullman and graduated with a degree in criminal justice. And when it came time to take the physical fitness tests to become a police officer, she joined a gym in Washougal.
I went to the gym, started doing all these workouts, and the owner knew what I wanted to do and really helped focus on my push-up form, things like that.
It was there at that gym that she met an older man she had already seen pushing himself through hard workouts of his own.
I always noticed Chuck because he was always going 100%. I always noticed him, but I didn't know who he was.
He was Chuck Dozay, a Washington County Sheriff's deputy that was shot 7 times in the line of duty back in July.
Yeah, it was a day that I won't soon forget.
It was a month after that shooting when he met Reagan.
She just had a really bright sense about her. You know, she had bright eyes. She seemed very articulate and smart, you know, and she knew what she wanted to do.
And when she first met him, nerves set in.
I kind of froze up. I didn't know what to say. And then I asked if he had any advice, and he said, "Don't get shot, it hurts." And I kind of thought that was going to be it. And pretty much every day after that, when I was at the gym, he was there.
Over the next several months, a friendship developed. He became her mentor.
He's been a pretty big part of my life for the last 6 months. Just to be that person that I can reach out to and look up to.
In November, Reagan started working for Vancouver Police and went to the academy a couple months later. And after 4 months of lessons and training,
Hey, Officer Cook, how are you?
it was time to graduate.
Congratulations.
See you out there.
Wow, that's so amazing.
Thank you for joining us today, and welcome to the graduation of Basic Law Enforcement Academy, Class 883.
Of course, Dozay was there,
And he's there for a reason.
He is.
beaming with pride,
He's there for you.
Yes.
watching her childhood dream come to life.
Very emotional. I remember when I got sworn in. I'm just glad to be here and be able to share this experience with her. She's an incredible young lady.
From the Vancouver Police Department, Officer Reagan Cook.
There was just one final thing to make it all official.
I didn't think we could choose, so I sent him a text, and he was like, "Are you sure?" Typical Chuck, not really understanding how much he made an impact on my life. And I was like, of course, I didn't even have a second of doubt. I put your name on that paper immediately.
Officer Cook will be pinned by her friend, Washington County Deputy Chuck Dozay.
An honor given to the person who's important in your life. And with that final touch came one more piece of advice from Chuck.
I told her she earned this badge, and she'll have to earn it every day from now here on out.
A challenge Reagan seems ready to handle.
I'm excited now to be able to tell the stories. I've heard a lot of his stories. So to be able to return the favor and hopefully in a couple years take him on a ride along, I think that would be my goal.
That would be fun.
Reagan will spend the next few months learning the ropes with a training officer with Vancouver Police before she's out on her own. And if you want to learn more about Chuck Dozay's story, you can find that on our website at kgw.com. I'm Devin Haskins, KGW News.
Coming up on The Good Stuff, we go on a quiet kayak ride in Tillamook County. More on the adventure that gets you up close with nature. Oregon's hiking trails lead to some awesome adventures, but there are some water trails that do the same thing. Grant McComey takes us on an adventure with a gentle paddle where all you need is a boat, a paddle, and some curiosity.
Powerful ocean breakers can be deceiving along Tillamook County's coastline. For if you know where to go, safe harbors like Nehalem, Oregon offer a fine launch point to explore a calm corner of the region.
We are on the Nehalem River. We're going to be paddling today from the city docks here, following the outgoing tide.
Jeanette Marbury, a guide with Kayak Tillamook, says the 12-foot-long flatwater kayaks are broad of beam, stable, and easy to maneuver.
Excellent.
I made it.
If you were to set that paddle on top of your head, you want your elbows to make about a 90-degree angle here.
Marbury has been exploring Tillamook County's coastal estuaries the past 4 years.
If you can paddle, you can do it. It's a low-impact activity that just about anybody can do.
These days, it's even easier thanks to waterproof paddling guides that are free and available throughout the county. Local kayaker Julie Chick paddled and mapped 5 different Tillamook County estuaries that together offer more than 250 miles of nationally designated water trail.
I've lived here for 20 years. I have had the privilege of mapping the Tillamook County Water Trail, all 5 estuaries. This is one of the first bays I got to explore.
So we're going to kind of tuck over to our right-hand side over here.
Soon we leave the Nehalem main stem and tuck behind Lazarus Island.
Let's head in right here. Just follow me right through.
Here, a Sitka spruce forest and marshland combine as we find easy passage in shallow channels and sloughs. When suddenly,
Probably a herd of about 80.
a resident herd of Roosevelt elk.
I think the wildlife population, whether you're talking about the eagles or the river otters or herds of elk, are more present and more common than we experienced 10, 15 years ago.
Nearby, we explore a beautiful area called Bott's Marsh, nearly 40 acres of protected backwater.
It is tidally influenced, so at high tide the water floods in and there's several little cool fingers and areas that you can explore. So you get to kind of switch from being out on this open bay and in a moment you're back into kind of this marshland.
Best of all, the sun, the scenery, and the pace not only soothe the body, but also the soul.
It's about getting people out into this beautiful area and getting on the water and becoming part of what is out there.
On Nehalem Bay with photographer Jeff Kastner.
And the people aren't here yet. So if you can catch a Monday through Thursday, this is going to be all yours.
Grant McComey, KGW.
After the break, a very Portland way to kick off Pride Month that mixes getting active with a bit of history. Stay with us. June is Pride Month, and some kick things off with a bike ride through downtown. The third annual Portland Pride Ride started at Director Park last night. Riders biked a mile and a half, learning about the city's LGBTQ+ history along the way. The host of the Pride Ride was none other than Poison Waters.
You know, in this town, sometimes it seems like it's the bikers against the car drivers. So this is putting everybody together. We're all celebrating together. Biking's fun, you know. It's so, you know, Pride's fun. World Bicycle Day, what a great way to celebrate.
And you can check out more Pride events in the featured section at kgw.com. The Parade and Waterfront Festival is in late July. It's farmers market season, and this weekend marked the start of the Lentz International Farmers Market. On Sunday, organizers set up the market alongside Southeast 92nd and Reedway. It's the 19th season of the market. It features live music, special events, and many celebrations along the way. One organizer says they keep the focus on the food.
The farmers market is really wonderful because it brings together so many different growers from our local region to be able to buy and source products from each other and keep our food system much more hyper-localized to get back in touch with the ways we can go about utilizing food within our own regions.
The market runs every Sunday from 9 to 2 from now through November.
We didn't know how many would come or if anyone would come, but to us it was worth it. If no one was here, we were still burying 34 individuals who had been forgotten.
The Willamette National Cemetery hosted a military burial on Saturday. 34 veterans and veteran dependents were finally laid to rest. It came after 3 volunteers found the remains forgotten in storage at the Wilhelm Funeral Home.
It's just the right thing to do, and when we learned about it, we couldn't stop looking until we had found all that we could. It's just the right thing to do, to say thank you for those who have given their time and some their lives.
The veterans served from the Civil War to World War II. To honor that, some attendees were dressed in military garb that reflected those time periods. Well, inspired by pop legends like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and the Spice Girls, meet the local pop artist who hopes to inspire Asian Americans to pursue their dreams. Last month was Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Heritage Month. Here at KGW, we celebrated and highlighted Oregonians who have left their mark. For our final feature, we meet a singer with big dreams based right here in Portland. Christine Pitawanich has more.
Hi, I'm Alana Rich. I am a pop artist and songwriter.
Like a timeless poem, calling out your name.
These days, Alana Rich is busy.
Just a little warm up.
Yeah.
By day, she does marketing for a local animation studio. And by night, she's fulfilling her dream of becoming a pop singer in Portland.
Ever since I was very little, I always loved music.
It didn't take her long to pick up a guitar, start writing, then performing for family and progressively larger audiences.
Started writing as an angsty little preteen. Now, it still is a cathartic experience, but in a different way. I kind of just pick up a guitar or have the instrumental playing and I let melodies flow out. It's a freeing experience for me now.
Her sound, fun, positive, and upbeat.
I would describe my sound as danceable pop music.
Hear the sirens go, echo in the days. But we can run away, you want here to stay all along. Is there ever gonna be truth to endlessly pulling the tides?
Her inspiration, old school pop princesses like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, and Spice Girls.
Just want people to have fun, be free.
And she hopes to inspire her listeners too, especially Asian Americans with big dreams.
Being an Asian American singer-songwriter has been a journey of both kind of developing my identity, discovering who I am, especially in public spaces. My most favorite part about this journey has been being able to uplift people within the Asian American community.
Her piece of advice to aspiring Asian artists or anyone practicing a craft: don't let other people's opinions get in the way of accomplishing your dream, even if it's a hard road.
Stay true to why you started doing what you're doing. As long as you continue to make music or make your art, do what you do for you, and it makes you feel good, it doesn't matter what else everyone has to say.
Well, KGW and Safeway are teaming up to bag summer hunger. Many students and families rely on school meals during the year, but during the summer face food insecurity. You can help make a difference by purchasing a bag of food items at Safeway. They'll send those bags to the families that need them. For more information on how you can help, go to bagsummerhunger.com or kgw.com. That's all the time we have. Thanks for taking a little time for the good stuff. Before we go, we take you outside to the Cannon Beach Sky Cam. Have a great night.